Do you wanna know what we are going to do right now? We demand payback and sure we'll get it with this upcoming premium live event. Go! It is next one after SummerSlam and match card is light. Just a shake off easy show. So, let's go to the matches in Pittsburgh. This show's name is not a joke because in our very first match Becky Lynch craves for payback going after Trish Stratus all inside gruesome steel cage. Really the finale of their feud because they have done everything to each other. This is going quite long and they just need that final nail in the coffin. That's what it is. Becky and Trish managed to forget about everything else and were truly focused on beating the crap out of each other by using all four corners and the steel as well. Hatred between these two was so big that they almost never even tried to escape the cage. Then Trish out of nowhere hit unique Stratus faction on Becky from the top rope and that's nice, I wanna see it twice. All Stratus had to do was to jump downwind, but Lynch grabbed her by the hair and Trish nearly fell to disaster if not her trapped lower legs. That saved her life maybe. Even besides that, it's a hellish pain in your calf muscles. And right after, they both took a leap of faith superplex, crashing down back to the mat. First, Zoe Stark was holding Trish trying to get her out and then interrupted Becky's spin on Stratus. Now it's a clear handicap match, but hell yeah, Becky is okay with it. 2-for-1 deal. Stark was doing everything to hold Lynch back while Trish was climbing up the cage, but Becky destroyed both Zoe and Trish with manhandle slams and clinched the victory over Hall of Famer. Nothing to be ashamed of. High class. Good job. This is how feuds should end. Zoe Stark tried to cheer Trish up, but Stratus with rock face didn't want to do anything with Zoe, and after Trish slapped her and told her to get out, Stark locked the door and hit Z360. Stark is not a slave or butler. That was just profitable business relationship. Zoe doesn't owe Trish anything. If no Zoe, Stratus wouldn't even beat Becky at Night of Champions. And that should be it. As simple as that. We don't need this feud. That would be boring. Trish is going to leave for hiatus, no doubt. Rating of the Steel Cage War is 4/25. Here comes John Cena. The champ is here. The GOAT serves as the host of Payback and he never was a host before. He wants to make this special and his first step was making himself a special guest referee in Miz LA Knight match. So the Miz interrupted John Cena was disgusted about that decision, saying to Cena that he is a terrible host. John Cena decided to grab the Miz by his tiny balls and they unleashed so many jokes on each other as good as these two microphone legends only could. That was awesome and was done with hustle, loyalty and respect. I can watch this 10 times. You need to as well. That's classic. Next to come out was LA Knight. Yeah. There was no intriguing outcome. The Miz just lost to Kira Tozawa recently and by the way I was disgusted with that. He needs some more wins to stay credible gatekeeper of WWE. John Cena, despite being unbiased referee, was still taking at least half of attention. Cena is the only referee who can create complete justice in the ring because he is strong enough to do it. Either it was the Miz, either it was even LA Knight, John was always doing right things and was not afraid to touch them if they were bending the rules. Cena was on nobody's side. Tensions were between not just him and the Miz, but him and LA Knight as well. Unbiased, unafraid and professional. That's example for all referees. This wasn't easy for LA Knight. He was struggling. Miz decided to use second rope while pinning LA Knight and as soon as Cena spotted it, he hit the Miz with Judgment Lightning Bolt. This is referee we always need. If anyone is bending rules, referee can touch them. So they never do it again. Following Miz interactions led to skull-crushing finale on LA Knight, but the megastar had some fuel left in his tank. The Miz's crucial mistake was mocking John Cena and he soon paid for it, with Power Slam, People's Elbow and BFT for LA Knight to come out victorious. I don't like that he stopped doing that kick to the gut before delivering BFT itself, just like Austin did with Stunner. Outcome was academic, but at least John Cena's involvement made this match 2 times better and funnier. John Cena shook LA Knight's hand before Knight earned his respect. Mission complete. Rating of the match is 3 stars. After very surprise loss of United States Championship, Austin Theory wants it back from Rey Mysterio, who carries his new title with honor and wants to hold on to it. All Austin Theory was doing was dominating, having his way with Rey and taking his time. Could already see United States title fingertips away. He became insolent to such an extent that he tried to tear Rey Mysterio's mask and this was what led to his downfall and Mysterio's comeback. Rey was flying out tricking Austin in many different ways. Fury couldn't keep up. Keep in mind that Mysterio is under 50 and look at the shape he's in, and how fast and easy he's performing his moves. He hit 619, Austin Fury's splash counter was a thing of beauty. Then Fury went at 8 down, Mysterio took it into roll-up to retain United States Championship. Austin was in agony while LWO picked up Ray to celebrate their leader. Quite unlikely finish, but what's important is that Ray retained and he deserves to be champion more. Mysterio and Fury have to go separate ways and Ray needs new feuds, because there are many interesting potential challengers like Bobby Lashley, Grayson Waller, Sheamus, LA Knight, etc. Rating of this match is 3.25. Becky Lynch will see Tiffany Stratton very soon. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are furious and laser focused to settle their grudge with the Judgment Day in a Steel City street fight. It means any other members of the Judgment Day can interfere, meanwhile champions are on their own. But also the Judgment Day have high tensions inside their group, especially between Balor and Priest. Rhea Ripley promised changes if they don't win titles. There was nothing classical about it, just brutal relentless street fight all the time. We had complete mess everywhere. They almost didn't even fight with bare hands or in the ring, only with different weapons. Dominic Mysterio showed up and helped Judgment Day to stand champions, but not for long. Owens and Zayn have risen and re-emerged as Pittsburgh Steelers to kick all their asses, with hockey sticks, and fans loved it. Of course, throughout the match they were equal until Kevin Owens paid homage to Sting by jumping from high barricade with senton inside the crowd by taking Dominic out of the equation. It looked like we reached the logical end with Stunner and Haluva kick to Damian Priest, but Judgment Day's associate JD McDonald's pulled Sammy out of the ring. Furious Kevin Owens made him pay with nasty apron leg powerbomb into the table. But Owens had no idea that the storm was coming. It was Rhea Ripley spearing him right through the barricade to take him out for good. That was a bold, brave move from her. Sammy all alone was still fighting. He hit Haluva kick on Finn, but Dirty Dominic hit Zayn Money in the Bank briefcase, what led Balor to quickly capitalize and pin lifeless Zayn by suddenly dethroning the champions and shocking everyone. It took McDonough, Ripley and Dominic on different occasions to put them down. Now they are the new champions. I don't like them, but they lost many times recently and were so close to implode, whereas Sammy and Kevin had decent good title reign anyway. The new era is here. Rating of this amazing street fight is 4.25. Now the Dynamite from Down Under, Grayson Waller, takes over the show and after trolling Pittsburgh introduces his guest Cody Rhodes, who tries to speak but Waller disrespectfully interrupts him. To cut to the chase to talk about not only his ups but his downs even more. Cody Rhodes said he understands how it works and if he has to he can hit him crossroads and thanked him for the Grayson Waller rub. The icing on the cake was introducing the newest member of Raw roster, the returning main event Jey Uso, and new single theme song as well. Just him Uso after 3 weeks of absence. Grayson Waller tried to disrespect and run him down the microphone, but he forgot one detail. The sudden super kick from Jey. This guy broke free from the bloodline, is ready and confident to start his new own singles path on the new brand. Not so strong segment. Cody Rhodes has gone nowhere here, but Jey coming to Raw is a fresh thing. The bloody Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley did great job spearing Kevin Owens through the barricade and after not so much time still must defend her title against Raquel Rodriguez. Finally some competition Women's Raw roster for Ripley because it has been one-sided destruction after WrestleMania. Raquel is the first strong credible challenger for Rhea and took 5 months. Feels like some relief. For the first time Ripley struggled and the big problem were powerful slams of Raquel. Of course Rhea is smarter and more tricky what allowed her to dominate and torture her challenger. Raquel lacks microphone skills and some charisma but she is tough and solid. She can take bombs and deliver them emphatically. Raquel gave 2 nasty buckle bombs and was preparing to win the title but Mommy's little boy Dum Dum distracted Raquel Rodriguez for which he got power slammed. But Mommy recovered and unleashed her finishing combo on Rodriguez to beat her. Tough, long, versatile, roller coaster of a match with dirty finish is ordinary but necessary thing here. They will have a rematch but I would like Raquel to go back to NXT and dominate there again to get back here even stronger. She possesses good qualities and has the tools, but she is always only close but not quite there. I hope Women's Raw roster gets only stronger and better from here and we'll see more credible challengers for Ripley like it was here. Rating is 2.75 stars. John Cena shrinks in height and interviews the new champions Judgment Day, and when they leave, John Cena quickly regains his full height back. Let's move to the last match on the card for the World Heavyweight Championship, where Rollins must defend not only his title but his health as well. Nakamura, who wants to break his back and turn his spine to dust, is the best and most dangerous Nakamura ever. And what you're seeing now is the ominous warning Shinsuke gave to Seth before coming out in new sinister style. At least Rollins was smart enough not to turn his back on Nakamura for Serenade. That back pain sucks and wears you down even if you just walk. But Seth Rollins competes and holds the World Heavyweight Championship with it. There are many people who wouldn't last a day in his boots. Rollins is a very tough guy. Shinsuke Nakamura knows very well what Seth's going through, and Shin is extremely skilled striker, so he was just salivating and taking his time. Shinsuke notoriously time after time was making Rollins suffer with different bumps on his back. Nobody knew about Rollins' back injury before Nakamura discovered America and let everyone know about it, and it immediately put Seth into another world, but World Heavyweight Champion is more than ready to deal with it and go through it. Despite the match being rather boring, that was still thrilling to watch, always expecting lightning to strike. Also, Nakamura was processing Rollins through submissions, trying to weaken him to open the door for destroying his back. But when Seth was on the edge of disaster, he was always finding unique answers to hang on. Shinsuke even had Avalanche One Wing Angel and Seth kicked out through pain. Shin hit Kinshasa right to the back and could just pin and win the title, but he wanted to make sure and try classic Kinshasa. And Rollins simply couldn't get back up and frustrated Nakamura. Somehow Seth found pedigree and after a hard game of chess caught Shinsuke with curb stomp to barely pin him and hold on to the championship. Nakamura did everything he could, but Rollins was just too good and cautious. Rollins stood in the ring and celebrated, meanwhile Nakamura was behind him outside the ring. And the official broadcast ended, but I knew there must have been a catch, and yes. After Payback went off the air, Nakamura attacked Rollins from behind to let him and everybody know that it's far from over. And I agree, this feud must continue, it has much more in it. At least one or two more emphatic matches. Seth won the battle, but not the war yet. Rating of the match is 3/75. What can I say about all of it? I would say B+ mediocre premium live event. Half the segments and matches were good, and another half not so much. 50-50 for Payback. Let's make a count and show the results. All of them. This is what it is. I came for Payback and I got it. Thank you. See you yesterday. You're next.